Aquarius, I hope that everybody's doing well. Happy Aquarius season. Happy birthday to all of the sun sign Aquarians. I'm very happy to be here with you guys. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so I'm seeing something that you're trying to figure out, like, do I want to go down this road? Do I want to go down that road over there? How do I figure out which road I want to be rolling down at this point in time? I feel a lot of conflicting feelings, like maybe I have this idea and maybe that conflicts with that idea over there. So what do I do with all of this? What am I supposed to do with all of this? So you may feel like there's a lot going on, a lot of energy even. Feels like a lot of big feelings, a lot of passionate feelings, which is great. Because it's rather than feeling apathetic and uninspired. This feels though like a moment where it's 11:30 at night and you have the best idea for a creative project, and you realize that all of the stores that you would need to go to acquire whatever it is that you would need, the supplies, it's all closed and you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow, and you're like, what if I don't feel inspired anymore when I wake up in the morning? It's one of those feelings where you're like, what if it goes? What if it leaves me? I'm gonna have to wait for this. There's something about the process or the time that something would take where you're like, this doesn't happen instantly. If I can't do this right now, I'm about to throw it all out the window. This is what I'm seeing here. So yeah, maybe you feel like disappointed because something's gonna take some time, or just like sad about that. Like, what an inconvenience for something to not just be instantaneous the way that I want it to be. It would be so much more convenient if we could just snap our fingers and here it would be for us. The Ace of Cups, what are we doing with this? So you do feel connected. You feel connected, you feel in touch. Maybe getting more connected with yourself. There could be a focus here. Connecting with yourself, connecting with your energy. Things connected with self-care too. I did keep seeing the Queen of Pentacles popping out. There may be some stuff that you're taking care of at home, maybe getting more serious. When we talk about the Queen of Pentacles, this can be anything that you are doing that is affecting you. Routine, daily life, anything that's affecting your physical body. It can be health related things. You could be like dieting, you could be exercising, you could be changing the way that you're eating, you could be working on your sleep hygiene, you could be going to the dentist. I'm definitely getting something about teeth here for some of you. I'm hearing crown, maybe some dental work that you're getting done. But yeah, that may be a specific message. There are lots of things that you're doing where you're trying to get in touch with yourself and asking yourself, like, what does my body need? What feels right? Let's forget about whatever we were doing before and just connect here, and let me pay attention to what I'm hearing. Let me pay attention to what I'm feeling and what that means I'm meant to be doing in congruence with that. In a way that you feel this is going to be lasting. So you may be committing to something even physically. Like you may be in a spot where you are going to be like exercising more often, but not in a way where this is something that you don't have a short-term goal here. This may be something longer. And it's something that you want to commit to and you feel like you need to do this for yourself. Or it can be going to like a naturopath, or going to like maybe a psychic, or like doing something with your mental health. It's anything that would affect you, again, like affect you within the place that you stay, also affect your physical body, and things that are connected with your very, very personal life. Less so your public life, more so your personal life. So there's a big notion here of you checking in. And assessing. You may be assessing your needs too. This feels like it's coming from a very pure space of you just connecting to be like, what am I hearing when I connect? Like, what is that telling me? What is being communicated with me? And how do I go about fulfilling that or following through with that? There may also be a decision that you are making that's going to affect your body and or your home or where you stay, if you don't call it your home. Or your personal life. So this can be things that would affect like people in close relationships, kids, fur babies, things like that. You may have some different people giving you opinions, but you may not feel like you particularly like resonate with this, so it may be something that you kind of like see it come and you let it go in one ear, out the other. It felt like something that was noticed, but just comes and goes very quickly. I'm seeing you also be in a space where you may be feeling more receptive too. There's a decision that you are making. I'm seeing you having a conversation with someone. It also looks like there are a lot of different hats that you're wearing. You may be setting boundaries with someone. This can be somebody that you work with. It can be somebody that you're partnered with. There's also a focus on a couple here, but then I'm seeing another person as well. Interesting. This could be a work partnership. This could also be like a marriage or a personal partnership, meaning somebody that you're in a close relationship. And it does look like there's an additional figure here too. For some of you, it's your mom. Getting that with the Queen of Pentacles. That may not be the case for everybody. Okay, so here you are, Aquarius. So yeah, a decision that's being made that either you are very close to this couple that is making a decision and you are going to be part of this decision that they're making, or you are within this couple that is making an important decision, an important choice, and there may be an additional person that is involved in this. This would be somebody that's close enough to like impact personal decisions that you would be making. Interesting. For some of you, I'm wondering too, like this could be like a doctor or something like that, or a close family member, not for everybody. Something's going on where there's a strengthening of a partnership is also what I'm seeing too. There could be a focus on like you doing some sort of healing too. Healing, something related to like purpose, fulfillment, navigating through things that you want. Yeah, for some of you, there's something going on with your personal life that's going to be taking precedence, and it may mean that you have to do something with work. For example, say that you have something going on within your personal life where like you can't stay late at work anymore. You may be telling your boss like, hey, I can't stay late at work anymore. Something like that. May not be for everybody, but yeah, there's something like that that's going on here. Something going on in your personal life that means like I need to be very clear and also communicate something with this person that I'm either like working with in some way, or my boss, or a coworker, or somebody that I make money with, or somebody that I just have some sort of active partnership with. Even if you just do shenanigans with this person, like you may not necessarily make money with them. You guys could like just collaborate in some way. Or you could make money with them too. The King of Pentacles is here, so could definitely be something that would impact your resources. And I mean, to have both the King and the Queen of Pentacles here, there may be stuff it definitely looks like there's stuff that's physically going on for you within your physical life, where you may be trying to figure something out, where resources are coming into play. But yeah, I'm seeing a focus on like you and somebody that you're close with, that you may even have like shared responsibilities, or at some point have resources that are like interconnected with one another. And this can definitely also be connected with something that you want to do. For some of you, you could be dealing with another Aquarius. Interesting. You may have needed to like say something. I'm seeing an Aquarius here. There may have been a message. I forget too, there are cross watchers as well. An Aquarius may have messaged you, or Aquarius, you may have messaged someone, but you may have felt really nervous about this, because I was seeing the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck, so something could have had you feeling maybe a bit anxious, but I'm seeing that like you're making progress with this. So whatever this is that you're like sending out or communicating, saying to another person, saying to other people in general, like, it can be a message for the world that you have, or it may be for a specific person. I'm seeing that you're making progress with this. So it feels like a sharing type of energy, like you are sharing something. And it looks like something personal to you, something that matters to you. You feel like you are guided to be doing this, is what I'm seeing. So yeah, maybe you just have something that you're expressing that you feel is coming definitely from the heart space. You feel like this is connected with what you're supposed to be doing. It feels right. But yeah, maybe you felt uncomfortable before. I mean, not that you don't still feel uncomfortable, but I'm seeing you kind of push through and be like, I can feel uncomfortable and I can still accomplish this. I don't have to allow that to hold me back from doing what I want to do. So yeah, you could be reaching out to someone, or just expressing yourself in some way. But it looks like this would either be going to a particular person or a particular group of people. Just because of maybe how like sensitive or personal this is. Patience, taking your time with this has definitely been a big part of it. It seems like a lot is transpiring, but it's not happening all at once. It's happening over time. For some of you, you even feel like this process is a bit touch and go, but what I'm seeing is that whatever you've been trying for is about to come to fruition, and it seems like it's going to be smooth sailing after that. It seems even like you might achieve something that you want, where you get some sort of, I'm hearing critical acclaim. You may get some sort of authority or power after this process, or an opportunity for you to kind of be in charge of something where you may not have had this opportunity before, or you get to front something. I'm hearing lead, I'm hearing front man. So you may be, yeah, in charge of something, or you could be like mentoring or guiding or doing something like that, where you would have more of a voice or more authority, or people would be like more so looking up to you. Some sort of opportunity for you to be in charge in some way. Okay, so there may be like a sentimental message that you're sending to somebody that you were thinking about, like, how do I want to do this? How do I want to say this? especially because of wanting to keep in mind too, like the audience for whoever was receiving this. There's something about like wanting to be honest because of the way that you feel connected with somebody, but the person that you're talking to, it's like this. You feel genuinely connected to someone and you want to have a conversation with them. I'm seeing a whole lot of feminine energy here. I'm also seeing some masculine energy too, but like from the place that you're coming through, I'm seeing you be grounded, and I'm also seeing you come from the heart space with whatever this like message is that you're sending. And I'm seeing like you really thought about it. I'm seeing you took your time with it. You wanted to like wait until you felt ready. And I'm seeing too that the person on the receiving end of this, if this is not just like another aspect of you, the person on the receiving end of this may be somebody that you feel, it kind of feels like, it reminds me of like when I was in school, like wanting to express something to a teacher, but it may have been like maybe somebody that was more strict, that it was like I don't want to say the wrong thing, or I don't want to offend them, or like be inappropriate in some sort of way. So like it feels like somebody that you like respect that you're reaching out to, and you also want to be sure to be like both heartfelt, genuine, candid, and also not cross a line with this person, because you may see this person as being the Queen of Swords, like regardless of what gender they do or don't identify with, because we all are the Queen of Swords in some capacity. You may see this person as being someone that is like, I have boundaries, do not cross them, I'll listen to what you have to say, but you can stand over there and we can have this conversation. Like it's somebody that may be more particular even, and you may kind of have to ease your way into having discussions with this person. For some of you too, this can also be somebody that you are like in a dynamic with in some sort of way, cosmically even, where you feel that they are I don't know, a bit more edgy. I feel like that's not the right word for this situation, because I'm seeing edgy as being more I don't want to say standoffish either, because they look like they're engaged, but they could be somebody that you have to present things to them in a very particular way, or at least you may feel like that. Yeah, yeah, something about like taking your time when you communicate with this person. It's also interesting to see like all of the interplay within like all of the different energies that are here too, because they kind of all bleed into one another. So yeah, there may be a lot of you're connected with this person and they're connected with that person over there, and then you guys are somehow connected too. There's a lot of that going on here that I'm seeing, but I'm definitely seeing a focus on there being three of something, three people. I'm also looking at Gemini, Sagittarius, and Aquarius here. I'm seeing Pluto too. Yeah, you may even be morphing into an energy where you feel like it's more important to step into a space where you're becoming more analytical with something. I will say this too, if this is all just you that this is focused on, you may be focusing on abilities that you have and wanting to work with them, and you may be getting more strict with what you're doing or how even you want to be expressing them, because you know that if you want to merge this aspect of yourself, where you may be taking something like, let's say, a personal hobby, and you are going to be now connecting that with something that you're doing that is going to be used for a job, that may be something that you're doing too, and there may be something that you're looking into more so. Because with the Queen of Swords, this can be an analytical energy where you want to get organized. You could be like creating some sort of business or something like that, and wanting to like join these aspects of yourself that is very wise in the way that they articulate, and also like business savvy even. Can be something like that that's going on here too, I will say. So many different energies coming through. Yeah, it seems like no matter what this is that you're doing and no matter where you're going, there's a very big focus on allowing this to take the time that it takes and not pushing it to move slower or faster than it's meant to, but rather for you to get in flow and respect the process. Even if it's not happening on your ego's time frame, which can feel very frustrating at times. But yeah, the way that this is going to work best and you are going to adjust best and be most effective is to give this the time that it needs, because it seems like there are things that you're figuring out and there may be new roles that you're stepping into and acquiring, and it's going to allow things to be moving more smoothly. There's something even that you're connecting with and uniting with that it looks like something's being assimilated here, that you're assimilating to something. It feels like an important step that you're taking here. You feel confused. Why? Maybe confused about what you want. Could have felt confusion, could be feeling confusion about maybe partly about your purpose or what you're supposed to be doing. There's a notion here of feeling a bit lost. Feeling upset about that. Okay. Definitely can tie into purpose. The devil's on the bottom of the deck. Devil, Capricorn, MC. Your public persona, what you're doing for work. Identities related to social identities, job identities related to what you do here in the 3D. There may be something going on where you feel kind of lost as far as your purpose. Because you could be in a spot where you're like, I know I can do this and I know I can do that over there, but like, what am I supposed to be doing with all of this? For some of you, you can be feeling lost within a relationship. It doesn't just have to do with job, career. It depends on where this is hitting you within your birth chart, this reading. But it's like within some area of your life, you may feel a bit perplexed and then thrown off because you feel that way. Maybe also because of the timing too, with something like by now I would have thought that I'd be doing this, or I would have thought that I'd be doing that too. For some of you, there's something about like being hung up on the past in some way. What is this? Capricorn wants to keep jumping out. Can have something going on with authority figures. Even what you're doing within the 3D. Yeah, there could be something that you're struggling with in the 3D. The devil can speak too about I'm hearing something about feeling isolated. You may feel very submerged in the center of something. Kind of like, how do I get out of here? Because the devil represents like the illusion and all of that, where we can feel like rather than us being on a stage, that the stage is all of it. And so it can get very confusing sometimes, and there may be something that feels kind of heavy emotionally for you, and then intellectually and energetically you feel like this is taxing, and I'm seeing stuff from the past being drudged up because of this, and I'm seeing things connected with, I don't know, maybe there's something that you feel like, oh, I wish that I could kind of just escape this a bit. Because with the devil, you could feel like you're a slave to something that you don't really feel like you have much control over, and that can feel very frustrating when you are looking for liberation. This can also be a sentiment from the past, too. Trying to find where you fit. What's interesting is that I'm seeing you be in a space where something may not be particularly clear emotionally, and because of that, you may kind of be fretting about that. But if things were clear emotionally, you wouldn't be fretting about that. So you may feel like it's like this. If you can get into a space where rather than judging yourself off of what you're feeling or not feeling, or something being clear or not clear, and just like allowing yourself to like be confused, rather than like then on top of it getting upset about it, becoming upset about it because you're clinging on to it so much, it is definitely going to make things worse. It's like you're going up against something and you feel scared, and rather than just being like, okay, I'm observing that I'm feeling scared right now, it's like you start crying because you're like scared that you're scared, and then frustrated that you're frustrated, and then you punch something because you're angry that you feel scared. It's like we didn't have to skip that many stones across like that many ponds either. Like we could have just stayed at the very center of this and kind of allowed it to come and allow it to go, and just like notice that it's happening. But it seems like something is really throwing you off, and you may be feeling like you're having a hard time climbing this wall. It does feel like you're going to be climbing over it, but it may not feel like that as you're in the midst of it. Interesting. For some of you too, you have something of an interpersonal issue going on, where somebody was upset about something and they may have sent a message to another person. I didn't even... The things that end up coming through in surprising ways. You may have had somebody reach out to you that was feeling upset about something, or you could have reached out to somebody feeling upset about something. It reminds me of like when people cry and they take pictures of themselves. Like this may have like metaphorically been a message that was sent. Somebody may have been feeling down about something, or feeling anxiety about something, or feeling kind of blue. Whatever this is, it feels like it's connected with something that had happened in the past that was unresolved emotionally. And I'm seeing you be in a place where like you may feel a bit guarded with this person because you don't want to get sucked back into something that you feel would be unhealthy to involve yourself in again. You could have... I hope that this is not so confusing, because I feel like I keep switching perspectives here. This does feel like there may be two different Aquarian energies here. There's definitely something going on with like the mixing and the matching of the energy. Aquarius, for some of you, you were upset about something and you may have reached out to someone. If this is the case, you would have felt like more of the feminine figure within the relationship. Remember, all of us have feminine and masculine. It has absolutely zero to do with gender, okay? You could have felt like you were in more of a receptive or even vulnerable position within your relationship with this person. For some of you, you could even have like kids with someone, or you could have dated someone, or they could have taken care of you at some point, something like that. I feel like we're tapping into somebody's very specific energy here. Anyway, you could have sent a message to somebody where you felt upset about something, and it has to do with like your thoughts on the past, and they could have responded in a way where they kind of like ice queened you, even if it's a guy, even if it's anybody. You may have kind of felt that that was the response and been like a bit taken aback, but it seems like this person does not want to get reintegrated into in a cycle of attachment with you. Remember, energies can be reversed too, okay? I'm hearing the word loot. This person like may be really into like money or their job or something like that. The whole situation, like once everybody can kind of come to terms about where everybody else is within the situation, meaning like you can accept and respect where this person is and feel that that is like a mutual feeling, it seems like things are going to be going very smoothly after that, because I'm even seeing something about there being a potential recalibration is what I'm hearing with you guys. Long story short, things end up smoothing over is what I'm seeing here, okay? But you have to work with the tumultuous energy, and you also have to give it time, and you have to work with like honesty and transparency and the truth, and also like zooming out and all of that stuff, okay? You heard. All right. Yes. This means too like being accountable emotionally and all of that. Working to build what you want to build. So on and so forth. Okay, so I'm looking at Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus. I am hearing Leo. I'm also looking at Pluto. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.